Good morning and a warm welcome to Haymarket Station. Today we will be taking a trip to Aberdeen on one of SCOTRAIL's new Inter7City trains. Haymarket Station opened in 1842 in the western region of Edinburgh and serves the busy area of Haymarket. It is the second largest station in Edinburgh, comprising of 5 platforms and the 5th busiest station in all of Scotland. Along with its many railway destinations, there are also regular tram and bus services to the airport and destinations across Edinburgh. Let us head inside and take a look around the station. The station has a variety of food and drink options to choose before you start your train journey. Remember, not every ScotRail train has a catering option, so make sure to stock up before you travel. There are a few coffee stands and a Marks & Spencer's here. This will be our service for today. We are taking the train all the way through to Aberdeen. We will travel along the coast, across the 4th rail bridge and traverse 93 miles of track. Our total journey time is expected to be 2 hours and 17 minutes. Let's collect our tickets and head down to the platform. Today we will be departing from platform 2. As far as I know, this is the usual platform for the Aberdeen-bound services, as they use the 5-circle line up north of Edinburgh and across the 4th rail bridge. Very unexpected, but here's 66746 hauling the Royal Scotsman into Edinburgh. This is our train for today's journey. This is formed of a classic Intercity 125 modernised for today's railways, including sliding doors and new accessibility features. These trains were originally built between 1975 and 1982 and entered service on the Great Western Main Line. Originally meant as a stopgap, they are still kicking nearly 50 years later. Formed of two 2,250 horsepower power cars, the Intercity 125, as its name suggests, is built for 125 miles an hour. However, we will hit a maximum of 100 miles per hour on this journey. Today, we will be travelling in first class on this train. First class is laid out in a 2+1 configuration with a selection of table and single rider seats. There is also plenty of luggage space available for suitcases and bags. We depart Haymarket bang on time at 09:35. As a quick observation, this first class coach looks absolutely fantastic. Time for a seat tour. Each seat comes with a UK plug and a USB port. These beautiful large tables are a nice addition, with enough space for laptops or drink and food. The seats are made out of a leather material and have an excellent amount of padding. They recline generously into a more preferred seating position for a long journey. Legroom is also good. Each window has a set of blinds you can pull across for if the sun gets in your eyes. This is a great addition, especially if you're on a long journey. You don't want your eyes to be burnt the entire way. Here we pass the runway at Edinburgh Airport. We have a regular series of plane spotting here which I'll link below. Here we find ourselves slowing down to pass over the Forth Rail Bridge. This cantilever railway bridge crosses the Firth of Forth 9 miles northwest of Edinburgh. Completed in 1890, it has served as the main rail bridge across this water body for over 130 years. It offers stunning views of the Firth of Forth. I did a video here filming trains passing over the bridge, which I have linked below for you to watch if you would like. Top speed is 50 miles an hour, and technically, the bridge is holding back future electrification of the 5 Circle line, potentially requiring bi-mode trains to complete the full section.
On the right hand side.
Okay.
We're just learning.
Yes, that's okay.
Here starts SCOTRAIL'S complimentary catering service. I opted to get myself a tea with oat milk. Other options are available, though sandwiches and other snacks are paid. As my original book seats was taken by some people sat in the wrong place, I decided to move onto a table that was free. The train was quiet for this entire journey, and I decided to sit over here so we could get some fantastic views of the sea out of the window. Let's take a walk up to the bar and let's see what's on offer. Much to my disappointment, the bar is closed. I am still yet to see a bar open on an Inter7City service. If anybody knows why they are closed, please let me know down in the comments. Standard class is laid out in a 2+2 configuration, with many airline seats available and also some table seats. I have no footage of this, but I can confirm that the seats are extremely comfortable. Let's take a look at the loop. First impressions on entering into the loop, it is extremely clean for a train that's running in the UK. Nice to see that there's a physical lock on these doors, it feels more secure. Just behind the toilet there is a large baby changing table available for people that need to change their babies on the move. Nice to see here that all of the amenities are fully stocked. The soap and the water are easy to use and the hand towels and the toilet tissue are all fully well stocked. The bin in the toilet is located just below the sink. The toilet isn't blocked from the service, which is very rare for a train, and the flush works perfectly fine. Here is a poster showing all of the destinations the Inter7City runs to. Please do check before you travel though, because not all of these destination services are run by an Inter7City. We now find ourselves approaching our first stop of Cupar. It is a historic county town of Fife, however the council now resides in Glenrothes. Both SCOTRAIL and Cross Country serve this station, with a number of destinations across the UK.
Leuchars.
We now slow down for our second stop of Leuchars. Leuchars has an oceanic climate, like most of Western Europe. Leuchars on average gets 1,573 hours of sunshine and only 28 inches of rain each year, making it one of the sunniest and driest places to visit in Scotland. The nearby town of St Andrews, which this station also serves, has an awesome castle ruins and multiple museums to go make visiting this station more fun, and a great location to get off for a nice day out. From working this line, it's very popular with the American tourists, mostly because of the golf sites.
The next stop is Dundee. Customers are reminded that M-tickets and smart cards must be validated before boarding the train.
After cruising along once again at 85 miles an hour, we approach the Tay Bridge, which carries traffic across the Firth of Tay and into Dundee. I am going to let this entire section play out, like the 4th rail bridge, so you get to see the amazing views that I did. The Tay Bridge is a massive bridge that spans 2.75 miles and is actually the second bridge to occupy this site. The original bridge collapsed in 1879 due to high wind, and also due to the bridge being constructed on the cheap with only a single track. It was quickly replaced with a strengthened bridge of a new design and a double track to allow more trains to pass, and was once again strengthened in 2003 to make sure it is structurally stable. Operations across this bridge run at a limited 35 miles per hour, so it takes some time to get across due to its impressive length.
We are now approaching Dundee. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
Shortly be arriving into Dundee. For any passengers electing to save the tier, please ensure you uplift all personal belongings and retain tickets or ticket barriers are in operation at this station. Next stop in this service, Dundee.
After crossing the Tay Bridge, we immediately enter into Dundee Station, which is a major point on this route. The station was built in 1878 by the North British Railway and was opened as Dundee Tay Bridge Station. LNER, Cross Country, SCOTRAIL and Caledonian Sleeper all serve this station, providing it with a large variety of connections across the whole of the UK.
And I am going to fix you some food when I land. We don't have to eat it. It can be a late lunch, or it can be something. Yeah, we can have a late lunch.
next stop is Arbroath. If you see something that does not look right, speak to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it. Say it's sorted. Customers are reminded that M-tickets and smart cards must be validated before boarding the train.
Let's go check now that we are well into our journey if the cafe bar has opened. Again, to my disappointment, the cafe bar is still closed.
We are now approaching Arbroath. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
Time to take a seat as we are now approaching our next stop of Arbroath. This town dates back to 1178 with the founding of the Arbroath Abbey. It grew larger during the Industrial Revolution through the flax, jute industry and the engineering sector.
The next stop is Montrose. If you see something that does not look right, speak to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it, see it, say it's sorted.
I did not realise at the start, but there is a tray of biscuits and water available for all first class passengers to help themselves to at the front of the coach. I decided to go for a can of water and some buttery crumbly biscuits. Shortly after this, there was another round of catering where I decided to get myself another tea with oat milk. Alongside this, sandwiches were available to be purchased. I decided to opt for a savoury cheese and red onion sandwich. I can confirm that it was very nice. Only a short 14 minutes later, we are arriving into Montrose. We are only 37 miles away from Aberdeen now. It was once believed that in the 10th century, Montrose was home to a castle which was destroyed by Kenneth III, though this has been disputed so nobody really knows.
The next stop is Stonehaven. If you see something that does not look right, speak to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it, see it, say it's sorted.
It's time for another biscuit. Here is a view of the luggage racks and some of the single rider seats that I did not show earlier. "20 minutes after departing Montrose, we arrive into Stonehaven, which is our final calling point before Aberdeen. We are now only 15 miles south of Aberdeen. A neat fact about Stonehaven is the fact that it was likely the origin of the deep-fried Mars bar, which is now culturally associated with Scotland. I have never tried one myself, but it looks delicious, especially with some ice cream.
The next stop is Aberdeen. Customers are reminded that M-tickets and smart cards must be validated before boarding the train.
As we are now on the approach to Aberdeen, it's time to give my verdict on the SCOTRAIL Inter7City product. To start with, the seats are very comfortable for a journey of this length, with them being up there with the most comfortable seats I've ever tried on a train. The recline is fantastic, the table is large and useful, and the curtains are a great addition for if the sun gets in your eyes. The catering options, however, are limited, though it is a nice addition to have some refreshments served to you on this journey. The meal services are subpar compared to the competing LNER service, which you can see linked below. We have tried that service all the way from Inverness to London, especially with the fact that the sandwiches have to be paid for and all you get is a tea and coffee service, though the biscuits are a nice addition. The train itself is quiet and comfortable. The ride quality is smooth, though not as good as the LNER Azuma, but to say it is nearly 50 years old, I would say it's pretty fantastic. Now finally, onto the price. With a 16 to 25 rail card knocking off a third of the price, my ticket cost was £35.10. This price is for a first class ticket. Standard class on this train was £30.85, so in my opinion, the upgrade is definitely worth it over standard class. However, I must point out that LNER was priced significantly lower, £12.20 for standard and £24.65 for first class. Their service and catering on board significantly outdoes that of ScotRail, and for the fact that you can get their first class for £6 cheaper than ScotRail sells standard class on the Inter7City, I would have to say that this shows it is pretty bad value. To wrap this up, I will give it a score. This will be based on 4 factors: price, comfort, catering, and train quality. For price, I would have to give this a 5.5 out of 10. It is reasonably priced, but compared to the LNER competition, it is too strong for this to deserve any higher. Comfort, I will be giving this a 9.2, based on the seat quality and the comforts. Catering, I will be giving this a 4 out of 10. For the complimentary addition of hot drinks, biscuits and water, I had to pay £4.10 for my cheese sandwich, which is a little disappointing, though it is quite nice, and it is not all that expensive. For train quality, I will be giving this a 7 out of 10. This includes speed, ride quality and features. The train was a little bumpy along most of the route, however the interior was very clean, toilets all worked and the features were all available, apart from the cafe bar. In total, that gives the ScotRail Inter7City a 6.5 out of 10, which I think is a pretty good score. I will be reviewing all new trains in the future based on these 4 categories. We are now approaching our final stop of Aberdeen. This journey has been fantastic from start to finish. I hope you all have enjoyed this new type of trip report. Please leave feedback in the comments on how you like the video. All feedback will be appreciated as I want to make sure I'm providing you all with the best quality content. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please feel free to comment, like and subscribe. And for more content like this, check out our playlist below. Thank you everyone for watching.